What if your greatest sin became your only salvation? Imagine the bitter sting of chains on your wrists, the acrid smell of smoke from a burning fortress mingling with the metallic taste of blood, much like the desperate stand at the Alamo, where outgunned defenders clung to hope, or the raw survival in gladiator-esque arena battles. But what if being labeled a hero was a curse, forcing you to fight endlessly, your identity forged in punishment and rebirth? Released on February 12, 2026, Episode 6 of Sentenced to be a Hero escalates the brutal war against demons in the ongoing penal unit arc, where criminals are resurrected as expendable warriors. I was struck by its unflinching grit, like standing amid crumbling walls as flames lick the sky, feeling the heat on your skin and the weight of impossible odds. You hear the clash of swords echoing like thunder, pulling you deeper into the chaos, leaving you desperate to know, can broken souls find redemption, or will the cycle of death claim them forever? Following Episode 5's revelation of human demon worshippers sabotaging the defense, this episode on Crunchyroll thrusts penal hero Unit 9004 into the heart of Mured Fortress's siege. Leader Xylo Forbarts, gravely wounded by a surprise attack from a mysterious fairy-riding figure, faces demon lord Iblis in a grueling battle, while teammates Tatsuya and Norgal hold off hordes in underground passages and gates. Tiarita confronts Xylo about his rejection of the goddesses, leading to a tense alliance where she aids him in summoning a holy sword to strike down Iblis, or so it seems. It's like the outnumbered Spartans at Thermopylae, buying time against waves, or the intense bunker fights in Saving Private Ryan. You're there, lungs burning from smoke, blades flashing in the dim light, wondering if this victory hides a darker cost. The episode transitions forward by resolving the immediate threat but teases lingering betrayals, fueling your urge to uncover the full truth. The plot surges forward in the main narrative of humanity's desperate war, highlighting revelations like Xylo's near-death awakening and the exposure of demon sympathizers among humans. Key twists that echo fan questions on Reddit and X about why no one dies permanently. Drawing from the light novel by Rocket Shokai, Volume 2, Chapters 10 to 12, covering the Mured Arc, it clarifies cloudy aspects. Resurrection isn't mercy but torture, stripping identity over time, as seen in past units' fates discussed in forums. Pacing balances frantic action with emotional pauses, creating dramatic tension like a historical siege's ebb and flow. No major cliffhanger, but the aftermath hints at internal fractures. From previous episodes' tunnel clears and forest retreats, this one explains the core. Penal heroes are disposable tools in a corrupt system, with Xylo's unit defying odds through sheer will, per light novel lore where higher-ups sacrifice them for glory. Characters reveal raw depths, their wounds as vivid as scars from real battles. Xylo's growth surprises, his motivations rooted in betrayal by the goddesses. Seeing his fallen comrade Sinerva's spirit in Tiarita, driving transformative choices consistent with his pride yet evolving from lone survivor to reluctant protector. Tiarita's hidden need for praise mirrors a child's cry for approval, her dialogue shifting from naive to resolute. Tatsuya's monstrous rage against traitors uncovers psychological fractures, like a soldier's PTSD in Apocalypse Now. Themes of power's corruption, morality and punishment, and survival's hope versus despair play out in struggles. Xylo rejects divine aid, questioning if sacrifice breeds strength or endless suffering, akin to philosophical debates in Camus' The Myth of Sisyphus. World-building adds layers with demon worshippers, humans aiding invaders for power, complicating the universe like hidden collaborators in World War II, enriching the lore of resurrection seals and fortress seals that explode if abandoned. The script's writing is sharp and impactful, with lines like, "Bear the sins they force upon us," carrying weight, foreshadowing rebellion. They resonate like Martin Luther King's words on injustice, echoing in your mind as if spoken in a hushed cell, drawing you closer. What sins would you bear to break free? Under art director Yusuke Watanabe, the animation by Studio Kai flows with brutal fluidity. Crimson flames symbolize corrupting rage, shadows cloak betrayals like The Godfather's dark deals, while stillness in wounded moments heightens. Isolation versus explosive movement in clashes. These choices shape impact. Beauty here means the fragile spark of humanity in horror, not just visuals but a mirror to inner torment. Credit to the visuals director for making destruction feel personal. Direction and cinematography amplify emotions through low angles on crumbling defenses. Compositions framing isolation like Dunkirk's trapped soldiers. Editing rhythms pulsing like a racing heart to build unbearable tension. The soundtrack haunts as a silent witness. Motifs of grinding strings elevate desperation. Crescendos burn into memory during the Holy Sword summon. Silence screams louder post-battle, evoking the hush after Hiroshima's blast. Voice acting breathes soul. Taito Ban Xylo delivers intensity with a trembling timbre, embodying a man's shattered resolve like Russell Crowe's in Gladiator. Feyru's AI, Tiarita, infuses tremor and warmth, her delivery capturing innocent fire turned fierce. Their performance performances hit like a gut punch, making you feel the raw ache in every word. This episode left me raw, a mix of fury and fragile hope. What if your punishment defined your worth? Moments like Xylo's awakening amid flames scarred me, a collision of destinies akin to Achilles' heel in Troy, shifting alliances forever. It echoes universal questions. In despair's grip, does survival demand sacrifice of self? You're engulfed in the inferno, ash coating your throat, the echo of cries fading, pondering your own chains. Will hope ignite or consume you whole? Using reverse reading, some might fault the safe pacing. No sacrificial deaths amid high stakes, or complexity in lore like goddess rejection, but I see them as deliberate, mirroring punishment's endless cycle. Opacity builds thematic dread like fog in the mist. Appreciation for bold fights balances critique of rushed revelations, yet it deepens immersion. Episode 6 shines in visceral action and character souls, succeeding narratively despite dense layers. Strengths in emotional depth and visuals, weaknesses reframed as gripping challenges. I anticipate fractured loyalties, but it leaves a poetic bind. What if embracing the hero's curse unlocks your true self? Watching isn't optional. It's the fire calling you to face your sins, your next step into redemption's blaze. Don't turn away, or forever taste the ash of unanswered fire.